Don't ever change for anybody. Don't ever trade your soul. Don't even listen to him. He don't know nothing at all.
Hey y'all, so y'all know when I wear my nursing scrubs, it's gonna be a nursing video. So I'm trying to formulate my thoughts. I just watched a video from one of the nurses I follow on YouTube, and she was talking about. She was talking. Hey y'all, thank you guys for tuning in to Driofallthings. So, I think I'm gonna title this video "I Quit Nursing," but hold on. Bedside nursing is what I want to quit, and I don't even necessarily want to quit that just yet because there's some other areas I want to explore before I'm like, okay, it's not working for me. I don't know what's going on with my hair. Okay, so anyways. And I haven't worn this necklace since the car accident. It's our month. Team July. Okay, so like I was saying. So the nurse I was watching, she made some good valid points. And I was saying to myself, I should make a video. I want to talk about how I am in the process or looking to be in the process of quitting nursing. Now, some of you guys may ask, why would you want to quit nursing? Or, what has changed? More so my outside life versus like my outside of nursing life has changed, which is why I want to change if I work bedside. Now I still want to work at a hospital, get that experience. I still want to try dialysis, and I had an interview for that as well. I still want to try dialysis, and I still want to do one, I'm not sure which one, but some kind of specialty. So, in the hospital, I get the opportunity. I've seen positions for emergency room. I've seen positions for post-acute care, step-down units. I've seen all kind of positions available. I just don't know which one I would want to specialize in. But anyways, so like I was saying, I have been one of those people that if I don't like something, I don't like it. It's a no for me. And I've noticed that the nursing home is a no for me. Home health is not really a no for me. The hours. I don't know if you guys know, but when I do work as a nurse, I usually work night shift. That's the best shift that works for me and my family. But that's not the shift that I actually want to work. Most of the jobs I do are 12 hours. So it's either 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And when you have shifts like that, it's kind of like it's like you either pick one or the other. There's no in between. And the 8-hour shifts are cool, but I don't want to work nowhere 5 days a week unless I'm doing office style work. Being a nurse is hard on your body, hard on your mind, hard on your heart. So heavy on your heart. So it's like, I don't want to be at somebody's facility 5 days a week. I'd rather do 3 and get out. But the nurse I was watching, she was talking about having anxiety, and I think I don't want to speak on it as if I have that, but kid you not, anytime I went to a facility to attempt to work, the hands start sweating, heart start racing. I'm just anxious for what awaits me. And I don't like to feel like that. I don't want to feel like when I'm going to a job, I'm super anxious about what may happen on that job. You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of think I want to go back. And I'm in the process of going back to office style work. But I will be utilizing my nursing license. So I was like, let me speak on this because I've had people pull knives out on me. That was only one time. I have a patient pull a knife out on me. I've had a patient attempt to hit me, but I'm quick, so they didn't get to hit me. I haven't had any patient that I know of, knock on wood. I haven't had any patient call me any kind of racial slur or anything like that. And for the most part, every facility that I have worked thus far has been very helpful, whether it's agency or actual working for the company. The nurses are helpful, the aides are helpful. I'm helpful to the aides as well. Everybody seems to be helpful for the most part. And the patients weren't like high acuity, the patients weren't something I couldn't handle. It was just like, it wasn't as, if you guys are nursing students or a nurse, or may just watch YouTube videos about nursing students or nurses, and how some of them can have like these horror stories. I mean, I have horror stories, but it's nothing like my patient died or my patient almost died, or I did a med error. It hasn't been anything like that, and I don't want it to ever be anything like that. And I know we all are human and we make mistakes, but I kind of want to like get out while I'm ahead, if that makes sense. Like seeing all these nurses criminally charged for things that could have been avoided, but some of these facilities will try, if you let them, they will try to put more on you than you can handle. But that's why, standing on your word and standing on whatever it is that you don't want to do is very helpful, because I have had people try to assign, in the state of Florida, if I'm not mistaken, they can assign you 40 patients. But I will not work for a facility that will assign me 40 patients. I've even went into agency before I take keys, before I do anything. How many patients do I have? And if they, I think, how many patients do I have? Because, you tell me anything more than 25. And I have worked with more than 25 patients, which is why I know. Because I have worked with, I think it was 33 patients, a couple of shifts. In the state of Florida, if I'm not mistaken, excuse me, an LPN can have 40 patients. Now, I think that is dangerously high, whether you're old, new, in between, nurse, because out of 40 patients, you can have one person fall. That one fall, you're going to have to do neuro checks. You're going to have the first hour every 15 minutes. You're going to have to like keep checking on that patient. And then you have the other 39 patients that one might, keep pressing the button for his pills, and another one. So I just feel like in general, that's just too, no matter how good my time management has been, I still think me working with more than 25 patients is too much. I think it's too much. And sometimes my time management have been amazing, where it's 6:30 and I've did everything that I need to do. I've even charted. I'm just waiting on the time to hit 7 o'clock, and hopefully the nurse that's relieving me is on time. I would prefer 6:45. I just think that. But anyway, so like I was saying, I've had experiences where I'm like, I don't see how people can handle more than, I really don't think 25 patients is small. I think that's a lot. I think 25 patients to be responsible for, and not saying that all aides are bad, but you'll have some aides that'll go on break and be missing. I don't have time to be going looking for you. I don't. I have too much other stuff going on. And agency and actually working for the company, I've experienced where I'll have some aides that'll be with me from the end of the shift to the beginning. They'll let me, hey, I'm going to the bathroom, or hey, I'm going to such and such for lunch, or whatever, I'm going to break, whatever. Because I'm not caring when you go to these things. I just ask that when you come back, like, so you can help your patients. Because I have to help everybody. You only are assigned to a certain set. And that's what I was saying. So, long story short, I just feel like you do get anxiety being a nurse. You do have some things that happen to you, and you just be like, I don't know if I really want to do this. And me having sweats and all of this other stuff going into a job, I just don't think bedside nursing is for me. And for some nurses, that's all that they can think about. I've actually spoke with a couple of nurses that said they could not sit still at the office. They would go crazy. And I'm like, that's where I come from. I come from office. So I wanted to do office. I will be doing office administrative work. And I'm like, I don't want to do, and I still think I want to go for my RN, but that's just to do more management, not actually want to be on the floor and, have to do all of the stuff that a floor nurse has to do. It's a lot of stuff that they require from a floor nurse, and not just taking care of the patients. It's a lot of stuff. You can have micromanagers. You can have unsupportive staff members. The list is too much because you need that team to help you. My best days have been when it's been fully staffed with the good staff, because I've had fully staffed when the staff go missing, but fully staffed with good staff, meaning that they care about their license, they care about what they do, they care about who they take care of. They treat these people as if it's them or their mom or somebody that they know. They treat them like that. And then I've had days where even when we weren't fully staffed, the nurses and the aides that were there were bomb, and we got through it. So I'm like, I just don't really think that's for me, because every day is kind of like, you don't know. Like, you walk in there, like, how many people here? And they'll be like, oh, it's just you, a nurse, blah, blah, blah. But you want us to take over all of these? Oh, no, I can't do that. And that's why it's important to know your role as whatever title you are. I don't know if you guys follow Christian Renee, but when I watched her when she was LPN, she used to walk around with a binder with LPN from the state board, Florida Board of Nursing, I'm sorry. She used to walk around with a responsibility for her title, like what she can do and can't do. And I think that's a great idea, because I have it downloaded on my phone, what I can do and what I cannot do. Like, oh no, I cannot do any IVs, I'm not IV certified. Oh, it's just that I cannot do that. I'm not certified, and you're not going to have me chart on something that I know I'm not supposed to be doing. It's important to know your role and know what you can and cannot do. And it's important to know when it's time to get out. And I feel like it is time to get out. Now, I'm not saying I won't still go work a shift here and there. I will. But I don't want it to be my main way of making money. I don't think, at least now, I don't think that's for me. And I don't think I should be forcing myself to do something that is not me, which is why I have not. I mean, yeah, I don't have a car, but I could get to work. But that's why I have not been like trying to go to a job, because I'm just like, it's really not, I don't think that's for me. And if it's not for me, and I know it's not for me, I don't see why I need to keep going and doing it. It's so much stuff that's going on. More than just the nurses that I've been seeing getting criminally charged for either medical errors or not doing what they're supposed to do errors, but it's also like, I don't want that to potentially be me. And I don't want to be a part of that environment that it could potentially happen in, because these nursing homes are getting very desperate. They are. They're getting very desperate, and they're getting very careless. And one thing about it, and two things for sure, you will be the first to go before they try to, close down their administration office. I look at any job that, I'm gonna do a video on that. Red flags from certain jobs. I'm gonna do a video on that. But thank you guys so much for watching Driofallthings. Please comment down below if you're a nurse, or if you want to be a nurse, or if you know a nurse, what you like to do as a nurse. Like, what's your favorite job, if you have a job, or what's something you don't mind doing? Because I don't think I necessarily have a dream job anymore. I think I just want to have money to do the things I want to do. But one of those ways that fund it is being a nurse. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.